Okay, okay. Let's see if this is working. Looks like it's working. Hopefully my mic is picking up everything. Feel like that might be too loud. I don't know. Kind of weird. Hmm. Well, on my end, it looks like everything is working. Hopefully somebody stops by and is like, let me tell this guy that this stuff's working. Uh, no drop frames. I mean, everything looks good. Hmm. All right, well, yeah, hopefully somebody types something and they tell me if they can hear me or not. So I'm probably just gonna shoot the shit or something. Talk to myself for a little bit. I don't know. Have I even started this guy? I don't even know. Let's see. I don't know. I think I just made the name, but that was it. Never played again. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, if there's, I don't know if, here, let me switch to this view. Let me make sure this is working. It says 2 people are watching, so yeah, if you guys are actually watching, you could type something in the chat and let me know if, let me know if you can hear me. I'm, I'm hoping, I'm hoping I can be heard. Because by the looks of it, it looks like that's really the only thing I need to know. I'm hoping to stream next Friday. That's what I'm hoping for. Um, we'll see if I can do that. I just my schedule is like so freaking crazy. Oh, there we go. We got something typing. All good on your end. Great. You can hear Glax. I remember that name. How you doing, Glax? Um, okay, good. So you can hear me. Is there like a lot of noise in the background? I'm hoping that was taken care of. When I'm quiet, it looks like it's not picking up anything. Yeah, I think that looks like it's dead silent, and I'm hoping I'm not getting clipped. Um, I noticed that in some of my later streams, it was kind of my voice was kind of going in and out. It was really weird. I don't know what the heck caused that. So, so hopefully I sound crisp. Let me turn this up a little bit. No noise, not on the headphones. So yeah, if you're on headphones, then you'd be like, holy shit, this guy's audio sucks. Always a weak point of mine. Which I'm trying to get into voice acting now, and so now I'm going through like all this training, and there's a bunch of people, not a bunch of people, but it's like it's a whole thing that's kind of teaches you about the industry and gets you kind of prepared for it and whatnot. So but yeah, like I'm doing this testing stream because I have new equipment. I haven't turned on the stream since what I think it was sometime last year, and I think it was maybe one stream. I did a couple other streams, and I just with a new mic, kind of changing my setup a little bit. I was like, man, I started getting into the YouTube side of it again, YouTube Studio, to set up the stream, and I'm going, don't remember what the heck I'm supposed to do. And before I was streaming to excuse me, before I was streaming to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. And so I had to reconfigure stuff and wanted to make sure, okay, now that we're going back to just YouTube, let's make sure we have everything all fixed. Um Plus, if any of you were like paying attention to what I was doing with the channel, I fully planned on switching it over to my business account because I wanted to do something with D&D. I'm doing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons DMing. I've been doing that for, gosh, since like 1989 or something. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to do that now because I hadn't played World of Warcraft in, I mean, gosh, pretty much except for those one or two streams since I stopped streaming back in 2022. It might have been. I think that was no, even further back, 21. I could only do classic for like the 2 years. So, but yeah, like that's why I'm doing this test stream because I wanted to make sure everything was good before I come back. I mean, anybody who's watched all my other streams would know, like, this guy's always having technical issues. So, this is my, this is my, Reckoning was always supposed to be my PvP tune, which I never did anything with. And then you guys know my main is the Night Elf Warrior Icosiel. So and I'll be playing that when I start streaming more. But yeah, been a while. It was fun getting back into classic WoW. Oh, so you're just getting back to? Yeah, you know, I wanted to, like, I tried to come back for Season of Discovery, and I was having a lot of fun with that. I liked the, you know, being what it was, right? They were just kind of experimenting with stuff, right? Just send it out there, just see what happens. I enjoyed some of it. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it added a little bit to the game. Was it classic? Well, no, I guess it was kind of like a classic plus, if you want to say that. But you know, I just I enjoyed it for what it was. It was fun on the warrior side, and then that was it. I couldn't do the YouTube thing anymore, you know. My daughter, when I finished up, was, I think, just turned 2 years old. Man, she's 6 now. She's 6 years old. And man, it's like I've just, I'm with work, with family. It's like, man, I am not in the season to be doing YouTube and streaming all the time. I can't do it. There was no way I could commit to anything regularly ever. And so that was why I was like, I'm done. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. And it sucked too because like the channel was doing really, really good. It was doing so good. The videos were going strong. Because they kind of keep recycling classic content and then TBC's coming out again, I get a ton more views on my videos. And because I had gone away from YouTube, like, I'm being legit here, I was not touching YouTube. Apparently the channel was demonetized for a couple years because I think they did some sort of change and you had to do some sort of agreement in order to make sure you didn't lose your monetization. Strange word. And it ended up dropping. I didn't know it because I just wasn't looking until I started looking into this and was going, oh, wait a minute. None of my stuff is monetized. What's going on here? But I'm seeing a bunch of views all of a sudden. So I had to remake sure, like, hey, no, let's sign whatever agreement. Okay, back up to monetized. But I wanted to put it under my business account because I wanted to do something else. Because back when I started this, I didn't know anything about business, right? I'm just now kind of like getting involved in that and trying to figure out how to become a business owner, not just in like YouTube stuff, but I mean other things. Because basically I'm sick of the 9 to 5 grind, even though I'm in the army. But anyways, that's another story. But you know, I there's certain advantages to that, and I see like all these other YouTube channels, what they do, and I'm like, bruh, you guys are so smart. You guys are making money hand over fist. I should have done it that way, but I was clueless. So, but it's like a pain in the butt to try and figure out how to switch it over to like a business account. And so what I did with the channel, when I was like, oh, I want to do D&D stuff, I started to switch it over and then realized, crap, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to leave everything the same. So I had to switch everything back. Oh, but this is a headache. So if I ever want to do the D&D thing, I'm going to have to start from scratch. And I ain't doing that right now. Like I said, I'm not in that season. Can't do it. And yeah, that's where I sit, man. That's where I sit. And so, yeah, what is it, 10/16? Last time you guys saw me, I was in Alabama. Now I'm in Little Rock. We'll see where the Army sends me next. And yeah, so that's my story, and sticking to it. Let's play around here, and let's make sure everything's all stable. Just be on here for a little bit and
see you around.
Play some human. The greatest race class you could ever pick. Male human warrior. In all things fantasy, always pick the male human warrior.
Be careful.
Oh wow, that is loud. Let me turn that down. Okay, hopefully that's better. Man, I haven't touched this in so long. Right down the road. Chad, you're over here in Little Rock? Okay, first thing, Chad, I need to know, are you local, not local, like, are you born and raised here in Arkansas? Because, look, I like Little Rock. Great place to live. I think the state is beautiful. I have one major gripe, man. There's one big gripe. And, okay. Here's my gripe, Chad. You guys are the worst drivers. Oh my gosh. The shit that I see every single day I go to work, I'm like, why is that guy on this side of the road? Why? Like, what is happening right now? Not all of you are the worst drivers, but I mean, the shit I see happening on these roads is I've never seen anywhere. I thought El Paso was bad. No, you guys are the kings. I tell you. But no, Arkansas is great. Being in Little Rock, one of the great things about being in Little Rock is, and it's funny, I haven't seen anything yet. It's probably, I've only been here for about a year. So, oh gosh, what was I going with that? Oh yeah, so one of the great things is when I was in Alabama, I was 30 minutes away from everything. If I wanted to go do anything, it was 30 minutes away. Go to Costco, 45 minutes away. Here in Little Rock, every single time I look up something, I want to go to this place. 10 minutes away. 5 minutes away. Oh, that's right over there on that street. Oh my God. It's just, it is wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. So yeah, I'm enjoying it here. Oh, and David's Burgers. Is that a breath of fresh air? David's Burgers. I'm not going to say it's the greatest burger. It's a good burger. But what the best part about it is that it's, you walk in there and people are happy to be there. They're glad you walked in. They're like, welcome to David's. and they serve you with a smile on their face, and I'm just like, this is great. This is like old America, where you go anywhere else now, and any kind of service, and they're just like bothered. They're absolutely bothered um, that you're there. It's such an inconvenience that you're ordering food from them. So love David's Burgers. So yeah, Little Rock is pretty darn cool. Hopefully I'm here for the end of my career, but we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, I'm only going to be on for just a little bit, and then like I said earlier, I'm hoping to stream next Friday. No promises, but I'm not even paying attention when I'm doing on here. I'm just swinging away. I don't even have this thing set up right. What is going on here? It's just swing your sword. Fuck it. Yeah, so I'm really hoping Friday I can do it. And we'll see. I don't know how consistent it's gonna be, but I'll do what I can. I wanted to stream what is that, Temple of Elemental Evil, but they didn't come out with it. Whataburger, that's a good place to eat. I do like Whataburger. What I don't like is that people call it water burger, which just sounds nasty. That always bugs me. Go to Waterburger. What the hell is a water burger? So I don't like that. But yeah, Whataburger is good. I like onions, and they got a lot of onions on their burgers. So yeah, I do like that. But unfortunately, I am from California, so for me, it is always In-N-Out. If I'm craving In-N-Out, there's only one burger that is going to satisfy me, and that is In-N-Out. All the memes about Californians and In-N-Out, it's all true. Like, we get angry when somebody says, In-N-Out sucks. Yeah, no, we get angry. That's a legit thing. Is that what am I supposed to kill here? Vermin? Oh, okay. Yeah, vermin. Oh, yeah. But cool. It looks like this stream is good. It looks like the volume is working. You guys are responding. Chat is working, so that's good. And then I do have what server is this? PvP server. Night Slayer? Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. I live just north of Memphis. We just got a Chick-fil-A. Memphis. How far is Memphis from Little Rock? Like I said, I've only been here a year, so I don't like I know where what is that called? Where's the bathhouses? What is that place called? Anyways, I know where that is. That's like an hour and 10 minutes away from me, but I don't know where. Well, I can look it up. Here. Look up on Google. How far is Memphis? I mean, Google Maps. Memphis. Oh, shit, that's far. Ooh. Oh, yeah, man. It's like 2 hours away. Yeah, 2.5. Wow. I should have just waited for you to say it. Here I am looking at it. Looking it up, and you're right there to tell me. So, what do I keep on doing? Like, I'm gonna be talking about this again on the, when I stream for a longer time. It's like, what do I plan on doing with this? Well, I'll stream when I can. I really just want to kick back and enjoy leveling. There was, when I was first going through, when Classic released in 2019, I was, I'm always a slow leveler. What I was doing was I was trying to go back and get the whole nostalgia feeling, right? I was leveling as prot, which you don't want to do, but I did it because I was such a noob back in the day when it when it first came out, or when I first started, and so that's what I wanted to do. And then wanted to, because I made all the dungeon guides, I wanted to get all the quests and go through all the dungeons and all that kind of stuff. And so this time around, um, of course, I'm going to play Night Elf Warrior. I mean, it's just what I enjoy the most. And this time I'm probably going to go Fury. Well, I think you have to go down the arms tree, if I remember correctly. Go down the arms tree first, and then you start going into Fury. Plus, it's better for tanking. Should I do that? Because I will do dungeons. But I'm not in a rush for TBC content, stuff like that. I did TBC content, I did that. And I did it twice. And I don't need to do it again. Now that I've, when TBC first came out, I did the raiding scene really, really hard. Guild leading, raid leading, all that kind of stuff. And then when Classic came out 2019, it was about just kind of recapturing the nostalgia, and then exploring the stuff that I missed, because I dinged 58 like the day before TBC came out. And so I missed all the end content of vanilla. Well, I did that in Classic. I got to see everything, including Nax, and that was cool. That was great. Then I did TBC, and it's like, okay, now I'm reliving all the stuff that I did like hardcore back in the day, and I found it wasn't as enjoyable. Like, it was still fun. Like, I loved being in Karazhan again, but I got that feeling, and now I'm just kind of, okay, if I get to do Karazhan again, cool. And that's probably why I put down the game for a while. But the one thing I can always go back to, and I think this is the same for a lot of people, the one thing I can always go back to is the Night Elf starting zone, level up a warrior, and just quest. I've done those quests so many times. It's just wonderful every single time. It's chill. I'll fish, even though I'm not going to do anything with fishing this time around, probably, but I'm still going to do it because I have to do it. I love that part of the game. It's such a stupid part of the game, yet I got so much money from it and so many views from those videos, and it's like, well, I gotta do that. So yeah. Spencer, sounds fine. Cool, good. Yeah, because like it'll be a chill stream, and I'll shoot the shit with anybody that's watching. I'll talk about whatever it is that you guys want to talk about. I'll probably say some controversial stuff, because I always do. And then Chad, you said, I've almost got a computer together, so hopefully beginning next year, start playing WoW again after 10 years. Almost got a computer together. What's holding you back? Is it the money? Because usually that's going to be usually the number one thing that's going to hold somebody back. But there's ways around that. Like, you don't, especially if you're playing Classic. Like, I think I have the graphics right now set on, yeah, this looks like old graphics. Let's see. Hold on. Options, graphics, all the way down. Oh, it's not all the way down, so let's get it all the way down. Yeah. There we go. Now it's looking like Classic. Still one of the most fascinating things that I ever, in reading in John Stat's book, one of the makers of this game. This is all drawn. All these shadows are drawn. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Monitor, keyboard, mouse. Wait, that's all you got? I'm so confused. Well, when you do get back into classic, I think you will definitely enjoy it. Recapture those old days. It's just it's lovely. Oh yeah, see, oh, I love this. The old water. This water looks great. I love this old water. And then when you walk through, it's oh look, V's. Yay! Like this shit was so good back in the day, and I still look at these graphics and I just marvel at it. The effort that they did on this, it's awesome. Like look at that, look at that light there, that gleam. It's beautiful, incredible game, and that's why I can just always go back to it. Go back to that Night Elf starting zone and just listen to the music. It's me every time. This game, I can see myself, you know, when it finally gets shut down and I'm like 85 years old and there's only private servers for it, I'd still be playing it. I'd still get on and just be like, yeah, let's one Mogan, let's do it. So, oh, I gotta turn that off. Well, I'm hardly ever gonna play this guy, so meh. But yeah, stream says excellent condition. Chat's going good. I think we're good. I think we're good. I don't know. Well, I mean, I'll just get a little bit of time. Play this character a little bit. Well, if I'm gonna play it, what do I have here? Yep, got mail gloves. Cool. Let's see if I can get a bag out of this, and I'll send it to my main. I'll get my main. You know what? Don't even need food at this time. Oh, wait, I got a battle shout, so let's put that on there. All right, so I think I gotta go get some quests, right? Or did I already get them? Oh, no, there's a person over here. So yeah, we'll do that. Let's see what happens. I did, because when I did get back on, just to kind of figure out how to do this, I ended up making a tune on another server, and I think I've got him to level 6. And that's what kind of, I was like, yeah, I gotta stream again. I gotta do this again. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, still a recruiter, but now I'm a medical recruiter. I'm doing like basically I'm trying to find people who are going to med school. Who is this dude? Did I just totally pass him up? I try and find people who are going to med school. If somebody's like a nurse, if they're a physician, you know, it's that's who I'm trying to get. Yeah, where is this person? Is there somebody here? Oh, right there. Jesus. See how long it's been? And it's kind of funny because like I'm talking to people I'm talking to people that are far more intelligent than I am. And you know, I take the position, I get there and we start talking and they're talking about like all this stuff about residencies, fellowships, and I never, I mean, I did some college, but it was like art college. That doesn't really count as college. And they were like, oh, you know, undergrad or graduate, or no, it was graduate. And I'm like, does that mean they graduate and got their bachelor's? Or like, what does that mean? That's just not my life. I don't know these things. And they're like, no, the undergrad is when you got your bachelor's. A graduate is when you got your master's. And I'm like, that's fucking confusing, dude. Why not just say it's a bachelor's, it's a master's? Like, what is all this other crap? And what is a residency? And what the hell does that mean? So yeah, first 6 months of this job, was a nightmare. Really. What do I gotta do? I gotta kill workers? Okay, let's find some workers. I bet they're... Where are they? Oh, I also need to get wolves. Alright, so kill some wolves. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I've been doing the whole medical recruiting now for about a year. Gonna be here for 2 more years. I'm trying to take a station commander position, so that I can stay here longer and then retire out of the army here in Little Rock. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, it's... We'll try and make... I'll try and make it easy. They try and make it easy, but no, it's tough. You know, they try and make it easy for us, but there's too much. There's too much on like the whole college thing. I don't know. I think college is a scam. You know, sometimes I do these presentations. Did a presentation for a dental college, right? And so I was trying to get some information of like, well, how much do these kids, pay for? And their total 3-year dental school, it's like $306,000. And people go, oh, well, I'm going to be making way more, so that'll be easy to pay off. And I'm like, first of all, it's not really going to be $306,000. You are totally ignoring the interest, man. At the end of the day, you are going to be paying about $760,000. So, I say that and it kind of makes people go, wait, what? Yeah, man. That's why people are paying their student loans. And they're paying it for 10 years. And they're like, wait a minute. I've paid off 200,000, but this says that I've only paid off 50,000 of my loans. Everything else has gone to interest. I'm like, bingo. Excuse me. So it's like, yeah, that's where they get you. And so, Army has a program that basically takes care of all tuitions, so they won't have those. There's no payback, no nothing. Just do 4 years as a dentist when you're done. Like, that's too easy. I don't know why everybody doesn't do it. I know if I wanted to be a dentist, or why can't I? Why can't that? See that? I couldn't click them. Now all of a sudden I could. That was weird. Yeah, so it's like, why wouldn't you do it? So, but yeah, it's completely different. When I'm recruiting kids in high schools and shit, that kind of recruiting is about like, just get the numbers, get as many people as you can and get them in the army. Whereas this is different. Like my final year in you call it NPS recruiting. My final year, I think I got 27 contracts, 26 or 27. And yeah, I absolutely killed it that year. Was top in the company. And then came to here, and it's like, oh, you're trying to get one a quarter. I'm like, wait, what? And I see why. It's difficult. It's difficult to find these guys that want to go to med school and then, do a contract with the army. So yeah, it's a completely different beast. I'll probably be talking about this shit again on the next stream, because I will have... That is so weird. It's not letting me click on them. It's attack both of them. Oh, you know what? Know what else I didn't do? Hold on. There we go. That's what I like to see. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. I tell people that go into any branch, make sure the job can translate from military to civilian. Yeah, that's true. But I'm a big proponent now. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that book completely changed my life, man. I look at money completely different, and now I'm just like, I want to be an owner. Screw working. Done with it. I want to make money and be financially free, you know. One thing I always do here is I always try and rush to get over here because there is a high chance of a chest, and it is not here. There's usually a chest here, and there's another one that's like, I think in here. I'll go see if the chest is there. But yeah, like, that book totally changed my life. And if you read it, it'll change yours. You'll be like, I've made some bad decisions in my life. That's how you will feel. I've read that one. I moved on to his other book, Cash Flow Quadrant. Moved on to, I started reading Main Street Millionaire by Cody Sanchez. Started looking into like rentals and stuff like that. Want to get into like storage business. That's a super easy business to get into. Costs money to, you know, get in, but and then I'm trying to do voice acting, starting that whole thing. Let's see if the chest is here. Is it? No, I don't see it. Or is it over here? Oh, there it is. Yep, that's what I want. I love trying to find chest. Is he going that way? I hope he's going that way. What I hate is when I go to try and get the chest, but then somebody comes up from behind and gets it. Well, come on. Why was he swinging? Well, I guess. Didn't have to attack him. I could have just gone over here. They're not red. Dummy. I'm really showing how much of a noob I am at this game now. Go on, kill him. Alright. Let's see what we got here. I also hate when you go to loot these things and like there's nothing in it except for like an apple. Alright. Killed all those guys. Still gotta kill some helpless wolves. I don't know the human area that well. I think I've only done this like 2 times, 3 times. Nah, I think it was like 3 times. Wait a minute. Am I going the right way? Oh, wait a minute. Because I got that chest. You always want to go back. I do remember that. Going over here and seeing if it opened. Sometimes it does that. It'll spawn, you open it, and then it spawns over here again. Sometimes. Not all, but sometimes. Oh, the red burlaps. That's from the Defies Brotherhood guys. I don't think I'm going to do that. I need to get some sleep. Got church in the morning. Yeah, I did. It's flugged wetland. Yes, I certainly did. I don't remember any of this shit anymore. I've packed everything away. All knowledge is out the window. Totally out the window. I'm not even playing Warriors, all I play. I'm not even playing this dude efficiently right now. But that's also because I'm tired. That sells for 5. And we're gonna get rid of those pants and we'll take the 5. See, the other thing I always do is I'm always looking at what gets me a few more copper. It all matters. Rage Box was on. I should have whispered him.
Inventory is full.
I did not know he was on. Get rid of the one. Get that. Although I'm kind of close, I could just sell it now. That's what I do at work. That's how I reboot my work computer.
Looking for something specific?
Wait a minute. Did I just sell the... Oh, no, okay. I almost made a mistake, but I can't sell it, so that's fine.
Have a good one.
I think there was one time I was just kind of fucking around and I build stuff out here like forever just so I could get the arbor here. I think I did that once. It's a real stupid thing to do. What a waste of time. Of course, a lot of the things I do in this game is a total waste of time. I think I said that in one of my first streams. I was like, "Hey, look, do not level like me, because I don't use what is that shit called? Westy? I don't even know what the add-ons are. Like these add-ons that I have on here, I have like I don't even know. Some of them work. I know some of them do not work. I had to turn some of them off. But I was like, how do you set this stuff up again? Adam, hey man. Yeah, I've been good. Just doing like a test stream right now because I do plan on streaming hopefully next Friday. If not, we'll see when. Just want to kind of relax and enjoy the game again and talk about all sorts of random shit. Oh, let's get this one because it sells for 7. But yeah, things are good. Like I said earlier, I'm in Little Rock now. Left Alabama, in the Arkansas, and see where the Army sends me again.
Need help? Go with honor.
How are you? How are things going with you?
For the Alliance.
What level am I? Oh, 4. I can go get some shit. Yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock, so I'm probably gonna shut it down. I'm confident everything is working good, so we'll be back on Friday and well, hopefully Friday. Start leveling the warrior elf, the real Lycosil again for the 10th time. I've done it so many times. Gonna be using your TBC guide again very soon. That thing is the goat. Are you talking the TBC fishing guide, or are you talking the reputation guide?
I supply only the finest goods.
Oh, only the finest goods. You know what? I need to put that on because I bet I don't have a book on. Yep.
Well met.
Yeah, I ain't doing this right at all. You know, that was I touched upon this a little bit earlier. That was one of the things that made me so sad because the rep guide. Okay, yeah, that rep guide. I have 2 of the rep guides. I haven't updated one if you haven't seen it, because when I made the TBC reputation guide, I was going off of multiple sources to try and make sure that I had the actual rep count correct. And I did. The video is accurate. The guide is accurate to the rep that you gain if you do it exactly that way. What is totally incorrect is the amount of XP. The XP was way more, and there was no way I could calculate that. I was looking for whatever I could, and I could not find any kind of accurate information on how much XP you would get. So I was kind of going by feeling. I was like, okay, you run through this much. I remember your bar would only go up so much, so yeah, you'll probably be this level. That was a total guess, and it turned out it was like completely off. And then so I put out an updated video, and it's like, okay, the levels are more like this, so don't worry about this rep, do this rep here, and it should be a lot better. But I was so bummed when I had to stop streaming and stop doing stuff with the channel, because I had there were times when I had like 100 people watching the stream, had people donating, stream was going well. Asmon Gold watched on his stream my TBC video and was like, this is good. They made fun of me mispronouncing everything, but that's okay. I always mispronounce everything, not on purpose. I'm just not a bright person when it comes to that. Uh, you know, I was so bummed. I felt like I was on the cusp of the channel really starting to go big, and I had all sorts of like plans that I wanted to do with it. I was getting to the very limit of my knowledge because I'm much more of a casual player. And so I wanted to start reaching out to some people that knew like other aspects of the game, the PvP side, and the efficient leveling side, like all that kind of stuff. I wanted to reach out to them and start using their skills to kind of expand the channel. I wanted to like do kind of like a you see it a lot now, but like t-shirts, mugs, merchandise that you can do. I wanted to do that kind of stuff, and it all had to stop because I just simply had no time to do it. Work was just too much. That was when I started recruiting, and the demands to be a successful recruiter, like I'm in the army. I'm in indefinitely until I retire. It's not like I can just be like, oh, okay, now I'm doing full-time YouTube, screw the army. No, you make a contract with the government, they kind of have you. And then I have my daughter, I got my family, and work was taking too much time away from my family, and I could not justify more time being taken away by me constantly making videos, constantly streaming, or streaming more, increasing the demands of it. I just couldn't do it. And I was so bummed. I was so bummed. So that's why, like, I want to stream again. I want to stream again. Obviously, I'm here now doing this test stream. But I think back then I was trying to stream twice a week. Man, this is going to be a thing where it's like, hey, I can stream this week, might not stream the next week. Hey, I'm going to get back on, stream for a few hours, 2 weeks. Like, it's just the way it's going to be until I retire. But as like I said earlier, my focus now, like where my main hobby is in running Dungeons and I didn't say it. Dungeons and Dragons, D&D, right? That's what I've been running a game for a little while now. And so that's been a longer passion of mine than WoW ever was. WoW had a huge impact, and I will, as far as video games are concerned, I will always go back to it and just enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy that leveling experience. I don't think I will ever play this game hardcore again. I didn't even play it hardcore when I was streaming. Yeah, I was doing rating, but it was still like I didn't take it anywhere near as serious as I used to. So I really want to. I'm writing some articles because I want to start a D&D blog. But I want to get that going while I'm still in the army, so that when I am in like my final year of the army, I can start making some videos and then building that and make that hopefully kind of like its own little business venture, right? I got plans on that because I love that hobby. I don't like where it has gone, especially within the community. I don't like the bashing on the founders that has been going on, and so I just feel like I kind of want to show a different perspective, and help people enjoy the game. Um, I highly advise it, Adam. Like, it is a good game. Uh, there's the only thing that I would say is that if you play it, understand that every single time you play it, it's going to be different. Every single dungeon master, game master that you play an RPG with is going to have a different way of playing the game. And it is, some DMs you'll be like, oh, this person's great, and other ones you're going to be like, what are you doing? I've sat down at tables and I was just like, what are you doing, guy? Like, okay, just roll with it. I'm not going to complain in front of you, but it's going to be the last time I'm playing with you. Like that happens. But it is a fantastic game. Since I've been playing it for 30 plus years, I think I started playing back in 1989. How old was I? I was 11. Yeah, it's what that's a game I will never stop playing. And so, yeah, I think I have a lot more knowledge in that game than I do with what I ever had with World of Warcraft. So with World of Warcraft, I reached a limit of how much I could really help people. I kind of wanted to reach out to the casuals and be like, hey, you can enjoy the game this way, and if you want to do other stuff, you can learn from other people. So my first love was always Warhammer. I'm still trying to get back into it. Painting was always so therapeutic. Love miniature painting. I love it. I did not get into Warhammer because I was just intimidated by how much miniature painting that you had to do. I can't reach. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. I'll show it on another stream. I'll pull one of those down. I'll show you some of my miniatures in another stream. Hopefully the camera will be able to pick it up well. But yeah, I love painting miniatures. Played D&D with the same friends for 20 years. We switch off DMs so no one gets burned out DMing. That's awesome. That is great to have a group of friends that you can continuously play the game with. I envy a lot of people who are able to do that. Moving around, I can't really do that. Like I started my game in Alabama at the table, playing with a bunch of new people that had never played the game before. So I was their, first DM, and I don't want to have this thing go away. And so yeah, I got to introduce the game to them, which was really cool. But then, you know, I moved, and I probably spent somewhere around $2,500 on like Dwarven Forge stuff, miniatures, just because I was like, I want to go like all the way. I'm running the Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign, and I just went full bore into it, man. And they really loved it. But now going to online, I was like, you know what? I spent too much money on Dwarven Forge for me to be like, hey, no, I'm not going to use my stuff anymore. We're going to use a digital thing. I was like, hell no. So I use the tabletop is actually made for board games. It's called Vorpal Board, and it goes off your phone, and so I set up the phone if I need to have like an encounter. I build up an encounter, right? Like, let me see if I can. I don't know if the phone will show you. Let's see. I did a whole setup. Normally, I don't do a setup that's this big, but this will kind of give you an idea. No, that's not a good shot. Okay, here we go. Let me see if this... Can you see that? So, yeah, I made this table that's like 5 foot by 3 foot so I could lay my mat down, and then I build out the stuff. Now, I ran this encounter a little bit different because that's like a Duergar outpost, and I wanted to... I kind of wanted to give them a feeling of like they're in this massive place. So that's what I did. I built out the whole thing, did the elevation and whatnot. And so Vorpal Board allows me to continue to use my pieces because I've got this big, I don't know if you can see this. Does it come out? Will it? Oh, can barely reach the camera. So like you put your phone in this thing, right? And I can move it around and show the players where their characters are. And it's really cool. So yeah. That's how I'm playing it, and I could still use all the pieces that I purchased, and it's awesome. So but like the online thing doesn't work for everybody, and so that's made it kind of tough. And so I'd have to introduce new people into the game, which were like some old friends who are like, oh yeah, I'm available, I can do it. And it's like, okay, so bring them in. So the group kind of changed a little bit, but yeah. But I could talk about D&D like, geez, all day. So anyways, it's 11 o'clock. This is this test stream went on for, gosh, I think an hour. Is it? Where does it say how long you've been on? Does it say that anywhere? I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. I thought there was somewhere where it shows it. When it comes to gaming, I actually think there isn't enough casual type players in the streaming pool. Well, yeah, I agree with that. It's kind of why I made the content that I did. I kind of wanted to grab that audience if there were people interested in that. Almost an hour? Okay. Every streamer always seems to have an entourage, which I don't think typically represents the average player. Yeah, like you watch Asmongold wander around, like he's, you know, S-Fan, all those guys, they got a ton of people there. They need a group, everybody's there. And yeah, that's not the typical. But Bossy, what's up, man? Yeah, you caught me right when I'm about to like hang it up. But like I told everybody else, I'm gonna try and stream next Friday, or this coming Friday. I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I can. If I can, great. But if I can, I'm going to post it. I'll put a post up saying, you know, hey, yeah, I'm streaming this night. Whenever I do stream, be like, hey, streaming this night. Hopefully, a few days before. That is like the algorithm kind of does a thing where if you post like immediately, like you just put it on there and you're like, hey, boom, it doesn't give the algorithm time to kind of like send it to the right people. I know it does that with videos. I'm sure it does that with streaming too. So when I set it up, I noticed this when I first started streaming. If I just went boom stream on, it took a long time for people to start like rolling in and watching. If I put it on there and like it was like, hey, I'm streaming in 3 days, 4 days, it'd be like I'd turn it on and then I'd see a bunch of people like boom, 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 like start coming in and start viewing. It's like, okay, that's how it works. Oh yeah, hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Chad. Um, what time zone? CST Central. Um, right? Yeah, yeah, Central. It's 11:05 now. So, and I'll be streaming, roughly around this time. Probably get started after my daughter goes to bed. So like probably start 8:30 and then go to, I don't know, 11:30, maybe 12, maybe 2 a.m. Depends on the day. But yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm totally satisfied. I think this is working. Oh, the donations, like don't 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 donate. I don't. I'm not able to expand. Right. I feel like people donate because they want to like. Really? Okay. Let me be honest. Donations are like gonna be as ammunition for what it. Sure, I'll take that. Oh, trade canceled. Boom. Um, really, what you're doing when you're donating is you're basically saying, uh, "Hey, we want Aiko's wife to want him to stream more because he's making money." That's what it's really gonna be. But yeah, don't donate, man. Like that's not necessary. That's not why I'm doing this. And it can't go to me streaming more. I have great equipment. Yeah, the monitor I'm on, I got that Samsung 55-inch Kerr Neo G9, whatever it is, for dual 4K. Dude, it's beautiful. When I'm streaming, I gotta use the 3 monitor setup. What is that called? Picture in something. But when I turn it on and play WoW, like with it the whole screen, oh dude, it's amazing. It is just absolutely amazing. But yeah, anyways, I keep rambling on. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was good to see all of you again. A lot of names that I haven't seen in ages. So I truly hope all of you are doing well. I hope you guys had a great Halloween. And then no, this is not going to be my main tune. I'm going to play the Night Elf Warrior again. I put up like a little post like, what do you guys want to see? And most people chose that. I'm like, all right, we'll do it again. I have no problem doing that. It's what I always generally do anyways. But yeah, so it's, what is it, Night Slayer PvP server. I always enjoy doing PvP servers. And yeah, all right, so I think that'll be it. Let me check, let me make sure this works here. It's like a little pause thing when okay, that works as normal. Cool. And then ending. Yay. Okay, cool. All right, guys, thank you very much. I'll go to this one and I'll like wave. Bye. I'll see you next time. Yeah, hopefully I see you guys on Friday. All right, y'all take care. Thank you very much for coming, making sure that, or helping me make sure this is working. So the official classic ending screen. Wow, look at